would say nabe, nabe. It actually comes from nehaber. Nabe, nabe, nabe, nabe. It's like, what's the news? What's the news? How are you doing? How's things, you know? Nasıl gidiyor? Nabe, nasıl gidiyor? That's a lovely way to introduce yourself to someone, especially if you've met them before. Nabe, nasıl gidiyor? And then you can shake their hand, or they kiss you twice in Turkish. They say so, kiss you one cheek and then the other. That's normal even with guys. The guys kiss each other. Just okay. So bir şey ister misiniz? Would you like anything? And you would say, you might say, a beer. Would you like a beer? I'd like a beer. Can I have a beer? Bir bira alabilir miyim? Now, alabilir miyim is quite a mouthful, but if you think about it, alabilir miyim, it's a bit of a gobbledy mouthful, but if you can get it out, alabilir miyim, okay? So, bira alabilir miyim is, can I have a beer? Simple, isn't it? Bira alabilir miyim? Can I have a beer? That's much better than any other thing that you'll learn in any of the books. Alright, so bir bira alabilir miyim is, can I have one beer? İki bira alabilir miyim? Can I have two beers? Okay? If you want a coffee, you say Nescafe. Everybody knows Nescafe. It's the brand name. Okay, so Nescafe alabilir miyim? And they might say to you, do you want it with milk or without milk? Okay? Sütlü, like soot that comes down the chimney, you know, the black stuff. Well, it's exactly the opposite. It's actually milk. Okay, so soot is milk. All right, sounds like soot from the chimney. So sütlü means with milk. Sütsüz is without milk, or they often say sade. Sade is on its own. So Nescafe sade means a Nescafe black. Okay. Soft G. In Turkish it's like a G with a little mark on the top, and you don't really pronounce it. It's like a space, if you like. So soul, okay? It's like owl with an S at the beginning. So soul, soul, soul. So she puts the coffee down on the table for you and you say soul, and she'll say bir şey değil. It's nothing. Bir şey değil. It's nothing. So there's your next lesson. So soul, okay, is the slang way. It's like ta or cheers, thanks. All right. Teşekkürler is thanks with an S on the end. Teşekkürler. All right. You can use, it's not as formal as teşekkür ediyorum. Teşekkür ederim is the straightforward formal way. Teşekkür ediyorum. Teşekkür ederim. You might say yok. Yok is we don't have it, or we don't do it, or there isn't. It can mean lots of things. So var is the answer if they have got it, and if they haven't, they'll say yok. Or they might, occasionally, they just roll their eyes back and close their eyes, and they go, and they tut at the same time. So and that means yok, or we don't have it. Okay, they're not being abrupt or nasty to you on the floor. And that's not because they're trying to be horrible to you. They don't want your money. It's just a religious thing that they do. So when it's early in the morning, if they take the first money they've taken in the day at the shop, they'll throw it on the floor. Don't be upset about it. Okay. So back to the lesson. Varma, have you got it? If they say var, that's yes we have. Yok, they haven't. And if they go, that also means yok. Okay? So, Nescafe Varma. Okay? So, bu ne kadar, şu ne kadar. Alright? So, ne kadar is how much. And then they'll tell you, obviously, in lira. So, you have to be ready for that. Okay? Alright, so, ne kadar is how much. To get their attention, to get people's attention, and this applies to whether you're if you're in a bar and you want to get served and you want to put your arm up, you know, you can say garson, and you can say bakar mısınız. Bakar mısınız Bakar mısın? Bakar mısınız? You can say either of those. Bakar mısın or bakar mısınız? Bakar mısınız is actually like the plural, but also the more formal, correct way of saying it. But you can just say bakar mısın? Bakar mısın? All right. Garson, bakar mısın? Garson is French, obviously, and they do use a lot of French words in Turkish. So things like pantalon, you know, anything to do with your clothing is French, and anything to do with cars is also French. You know, like the spark plug is bougie, and the gear stick is vitesse. It's all the same. It's all French words. Like shoe, you know, like you wear on your feet. Not shoes, but you know, it's the same sound. Şu ne kadar? Okay, so bu ne kadar? Şu ne kadar? All right. So ne kadar is how much, and then they'll tell you obviously in lira. So you have to be ready for that. Okay. All right. So ne kadar is how much. To get their attention,